Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're reviewing Antigua GFC 3, CD Plaza Amador 5, the CONCACAF Central American Cup 2025, Group A, Match Day 3, and Plaza Amador is for real, is what we learned tonight. They are a team who is for real. Their Cinderella story is the Cinderella story this year, and today they proved that by beating the Cinderellas of last year pretty decisively, because they took their chances and forced mistakes and made them pay. Because if the 4 mistakes, the 3 open play, horrible giveaways that were dangerous area giveaways that Amador scored off of, and the penalty they scored off of, if none of those happened or only one of those happened, Antigua would have won 3-1 or 3-2. I'm not saying Antigua was the better team. They were in the second half, but at that point, they were just chasing a game and box score window dressing, because they gave away 2 goals at the start of the second half. There was 2 mistakes. But there you go. Antigua GFC 3, CD Plaza Amador 5, en la Copa Centroamericana de la CONCACAF, Grupo A, Fase Grupos, Jornada 3, Amador ganador esta noche. For me, here's what you learned tonight. If you take your chances, you win. If you put away the chances you're given, the easy ones, that gives you more of a chance to win the football match. That's that simple. It's that simple. They took their chances. Amador. Antigua did not. Or they allowed Amador to have very easy chances to put away, and they got bit in the ass by doing that. Goals were scored as follows. 6th minute. Oscar Santis crosses the ball in off of the corner. Diego Santis with the header from the far post into the far post. 1-0, 1-0. 16th minute, Jorlian Sanchez scores. The goalie drops the ball right in front of him because a defender runs straight into him, so he can't dive over and cover it. Jorlian Sanchez is right there to slot the ball home. 1-1, 1-1. 37th minute, Everardo Rose has the ball crossed into him, and he takes a beautiful curler into the side of the net. 1-2, 1-2. 44th minute, Jorlian Sanchez. The ball is stolen, crossed into Jorlian Sanchez. All he has to do is put it into an empty net, and he does. 1-3, 1-3. Halftime, 1-3, 1-3, miro tiempo. 47th minute, another giveaway. The ball ends up with Yoemeth Murillo, and he puts it over a defender, lobs it over a defender while the goalie is way off his line. All he had to do was lob it over a defender, and he did that. 1-4, 1-4. 1-4, 1-4. 58th minute, penalty is given. Alberto Quintero steps up to take it. He slots it home. 1-5, 1-5. And those 2 goals that were spotted to Amador by Antigua was what ended the game. Because if they didn't do that at the very least, they would have tied the game. Because the 61st minute penalty is given a couple of minutes later to Antigua. Oscar Santis lasers it home. He finally gets a goal and assist. 2-5, 2-5. And then 68th minute, ball crossed in, ends up at the front of the goal, at the goal mouth. Oscar Santis slots it home. 68th minute, 3-5, 3-5. Gets 2 goals and 1 assist, but it's not enough. Seems like Antigua's really just Oscar Santis and Prey, but other than that, full time, 3-5, 3-5. Esta noche, 3-5 on the night. Full-time stats are as follows. 24 shots to 15. 10 shots on goal to 8. 47% possession to 53% possession. 302 pass to 367. 77% pass accuracy to 77% pass accuracy. 20 fouls to 11. 5 offside to 0. 1 yellow card to 2. 0 red cards to 0. 6 corners to 3. Amador was the better team throughout the first half. All the mistakes that they forced, and honestly, they were the better team till they got the 5th goal. 1 really beautiful goal, 4 mistakes they pounced on. That's the story of the game. The 4 easy chances they had, they took. And then for dramatic effect, they scored a golazo as well. There you go. Again, Antigua wasn't so bad that they scored 3 goals. They had the lead for a little bit. Then they scored 2 goals later on to get it closer. If they didn't make 2 of those mistakes, they would have drew the game. If they did not make 3 of those mistakes, they would have won the game. You could arguably say that the 3 open play mistakes should not have been made, so it's a 3-2 win. Giving up the penalty, 3-1 win. Antigua did well enough. If they didn't make the mistakes that they made, they would have won this game. But that's what I mean by you have to take your chances when you get them. That's the point here. When you get the chances that you get, you score them. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it and you're going to bite your own ass. Not bite them in the ass. Because they allowed you to make them pay for their mistakes. If you don't do that, they're going to make you pay for not making them pay. That's exactly my point. When you force a mistake as a football team, you cannot sit back and say, hey, we're good. We're going to hold on to this. We should have scored those, but we're going to hold on and do just fine. No, that's not how this works. That's never how this works. You have to put a team to the sword before they put you to the sword. And Antigua allowed Amador to put them to the sword. And they did. No questions asked. And that's exactly what this performance is. You cannot be a Cinderella team and not make a team pay for their mistakes. And that's exactly what they did. Because they look at a team like Alajuelense. They beat Alajuelense. That makes you the marked. Be like, oh, okay. They could beat Alajuelense, okay. But we made the semifinals. We're playing at home. And they were a bit too comfortable. Antigua was. And in the end, they paid for it. And I think you cannot do that. Be so comfortable, you pay for it. And they paid for it. Amador did everything right. And that's the thing. They did everything right tonight. And that's why they won. And that's why they're the Cinderellas of this season after smiting the Cinderellas of the last Central American Cup. And also the champions as well. So, the defending back-to-back champions as well. Keep an eye on Amador. Keep an eye on them. They're damn solid. They're a damn good team. They know how to play a game of football and they know how to win. Keep an eye on them. You'll regret it if you don't. With that being said, man of the match, Jorlian Sanchez. 2 goals, heads-up play. He gets man of the match. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow afternoon, 1:55 p.m. Central, 2:55 Eastern, for the UEFA Super Cup. Paris Saint-Germain versus Tottenham Hotspur. We'll be live for it and review that. And also tomorrow, on the evening side of things, we will be live and reviewing for Forge FC and Vancouver versus Vancouver Whitecaps FC. The first leg of the semifinals of the Canadian Championship. So, Super Cup review comes up about an hour or 2 off. And then we'll be back for the Can Champ first leg of the semifinal live and review. So 2 lives, 2 reviews tomorrow. Super Cup, then Forge. And I'll see you then for that. And then, of course, 1 Central American Cup live review, 9 p.m. once again on Thursday. And I'll see you then for that. So 3 more things left this midweek. And let's have some fun with it. I'll see you later. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See ya.